Hey, good morning everybody. Today's video is going to be kind of all over the place. I have a small project that I want to do over at my house. However, right now I'm on my way over to my parents' house, and then I'm going to be going over to my brother's house as well. I'm needing some cattle panels for a project in my vegetable garden area, and one of my brother's friends, he has some that he's going to let me have. So my brother and I are going to run over there and pick those up. And then my dad is wanting to get his raised beds ready and get some tomatoes and peppers planted in them. So I'm going to head over there right now, and then when I get back home, I'll get started on my project. And these are some of the plants I'm taking over there. These four plants right here are jalapenos. These on this side, and those are going to my dad. And then my granny is going to have 2 jalapeno plants, 2 beefsteak tomato plants, and then a black beauty tomato plant. I've also got the tiller back here for the raised beds, and then a pair of loppers. My brother's needing to do some work with those and asked me to bring those today. Okay, so we got the tomato plants in, and I have these plant cans just sitting here so we don't forget the varieties until my dad can get them marked. So this variety right here, we have beefsteak, and then in the middle we have Floridade and Cherokee Purple.
Can I say hi? Hello.
And today is Maddie's 8th birthday. How do you feel, Maddie?
Great.
And she got this
Microphone.
very annoying microphone.
Annoying? Not annoying.
For her birthday. And then we got Black Beauty, Roma, and Orange Accordion. All right, so we're out here at my brother's friend's property, and this is what we're taking. So we have these 2 16-foot cattle panels, one on this side and then one over here. And then we have a gate right here that we're taking, and this gate back here in the back. So we're just trying to get these out of these weeds right now. Okay, so it's a couple of days after that last clip you saw, and we have a tornado warning just to my west, and it's moving in my direction. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's thunder. It's just constant thunder going off right now. So this storm may actually get close to me. So let me go ahead and put the camera on and I'll show you, see if you can see the, oh shoot! Hold on. Okay, so there was a really close lightning. I probably need to head on inside, but it's coming. It's pretty humid out here, so perfect environment for storms. And Gator don't know what to think about it. Gator, what is that? Huh? What is it, bud? I guess we'll see what happens. I live right here. And there's a tornado right here. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, I got through the storms last night. Right before it got to my area, it weakened quite a bit. So we just got quite a bit of rain and a lot of lightning and thunder, which we could definitely use the rain. We haven't got as much as we normally do this year, so any rain we can get is a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around and I'm gonna show you the project that I had planned for today. Okay, so if you'll remember, I dug up the hosta right there, and then there was a hosta over here that I dug up, and I moved it out to the flower bed over underneath those trees. And these two hostas hadn't popped up yet, and I wanted to wait until those popped up to dig those up. So I'm gonna try a different method with these. In the last video, I just used a shovel and cut them, but this one I think I'm going to rinse all the soil off of them and see if I can cut them up into more pieces. One of you commented down below and told me about this, so I wanted to try it out and do a video on it to see how it does. Now, I wanted to get out to these a little bit sooner, before they grew up this big. I wanted to get out here when they were just little stubs sticking up out of the ground, but I didn't have a chance to get out here, so I'm going to go ahead and get these dug up and work as carefully as I can to not mess up the leaves and get these divided. Okay, so I got most of the dirt washed off of both of these, and these over here I've already divided. And this was a smaller one than this one, and I was definitely able to get more plants off that one plant than when I divided them with the shovel. The other ones that I divided with the shovel, I was only able to get 4 plants, but with doing it this way and just cutting them apart with a knife, this small plant I was able to get 7 plants, so almost double what I got from the other ones. So basically I just came in here, let me get these rocks out of here. And I just picked a good spot to cut and just divided them. So this is a pretty big piece with a few shoots on it, but it's got this white part right here, so this one will do just fine. Actually, I'm gonna split this one into another piece. So there, now I have 2 plants from that one section. And there's another piece. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna cut between these. Oops, I cut that one in half on accident. But that one that I just accidentally cut in half, it's still got the main part to it, so that one should grow back. Okay, this one. Got that one. Okay, so there they all are, both of the hosta plants divided. This was the smaller one over here, and I got 7 out of that one, and then this was the larger one, I got 9 out of this one. I probably could have cut up some of these larger pieces again to get even more, but this will do fine for now. What I'm gonna do eventually is plant them and ignore the weeds. I desperately need to get some mulch out here. I may just have to go to Lowe's and buy bagged mulch. I need some mulch to help suppress the weeds, but I plan on adding these hostas to this bed and kind of circle around this tree and then circle around the front of those plants around those trees as well. However, right now I could plant these up in this flower bed right now and they would be just fine, but I think I'm gonna pot these up and let them get a little bit bigger and then plant them out here later on in the season. These hosta plants I divided a couple weeks ago, and you really can't even tell that they were divided. These have rebounded really nicely, and I'm really happy with them. So I got all 16 potted up. Some of them are pretty big, and then some of them are just barely poking out of the soil. Another reason why I wanted to pot these up is because I'm out of fertilizer. So if I would have put them in this flower bed, I would have had to put them in without any fertilizer. And the potting soil that I have has fertilizer mixed in with it. So I think these will be a lot happier sitting in these pots for a couple of months, and then I'll get them planted out in this flower bed. So now the question is, do I prefer the first method where I just used the shovel and divided them that way, which was a little bit easier and didn't take quite as long, or do I prefer rinsing off the roots and using a knife to divide them? Both methods I used 2 plants. The first method I was able to get 8 plants out of the 2, and then this next method I was able to get 16 plants out of the 2. So double the amount of plants by going in and doing a little bit more work and carefully dividing them. So if you're willing to take the time to wash off the roots and carefully divide them, I would strongly suggest this method, because plants are getting expensive. I started out with 2 and ended up with 16, so 14 new plants. These plants at the garden center or a big box store or something like that are anywhere from $5 to $10 a piece. So I've saved $70 to $140 just by doing a little bit of work. It probably took me an hour to get all this done, if that. And it saved me $70 to $140. So anytime I can divide anything or propagate anything in my yard, I'm gonna do that to save a little bit of money. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.